Hi everyone, it's Ariel. Hope you had a nice day today. Just wanted to touch base regarding the case study and talk a little bit about what to do with your data. Now that you have collected your information about your student in terms of the frequency and duration that the student is displaying the behavior you are observing and you are measuring, you now have all this data. What are you going to do with it? Now is when you look for patterns. No, not the type of patterns that you see at Neiman Marcus or at Macy's, but the patterns that you see in the data. For example, does the student display the behavior more on a particular day or at a particular time? Is it during a particular subject? Is it when there is a particular student next to this other student? Or is the behavior random? In other words, are you not able to ascertain a pattern? So that is your first step once you've collected all your data. First, identify if there are any patterns, and then state it. Creating a graph or a chart using Google Sheets or Excel can be helpful. And if you need help with this, let me know. I'm happy. I was a science teacher and a math teacher, so I am used to using spreadsheets, and I like to look at data, so I'm happy to help you with that display. After you have looked at your data and determined any patterns, which in scientific terms is called analyzing the data. And when you do any type of experimental research, including gathering information, that's really what you're looking for in any type of project. What are the patterns? What do you observe? Are you noticing any differences, any comparison? So once you've collected your data and you have analyzed it, you're then going to determine what strategies would be helpful for the student to learn a new behavior to replace the old behavior. For example, a new behavior could be that if Johnny is constantly poking at Sarah, then a new behavior plan could be that Johnny doesn't sit next to Sarah. Moving the student is a behavior management strategy, and it is teaching the student you can't sit next to Sarah. Also, having a conversation with Johnny about his behavior towards Sarah and saying to him, you really can't poke her. Perhaps giving Johnny a fidget. Perhaps a combination of strategies. That's your key step. Identifying what the strategies would be. What would you recommend? If you were Johnny's teacher, what would you recommend based on what you have learned in this course? That piece, that set of recommendations is what's going to be turned into a SMART goal and the IEP goal for your case study, which is the last part of the project. We'll talk about that in the final video. But so for now, you're going to analyze your data, looking for patterns, and then come up with a minimum of 3 strategies and a maximum of, let's say, 6 strategies that would help the student learn a new behavior to replace the old behavior. We'll then take those strategies and design a SMART goal a little bit later on. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.